Do you want a successful life? If you're like me, your answer is yes. It's always been yes for me. Ever since I was a kid, I knew that I wanted to have a successful life. Might have not said it that way, but I felt it inside of me that I wanted my life to look different than the average person. I wanted to be a bit more extraordinary. So if you're someone that desires success, I want you to listen to my video because I have gone through so many different mindsets about how to approach my journey towards success. And I feel like the ones that I had in the past actually hurt me more than anything. And I'm so sorry if you've been one of my subscribers for a long time because you probably have heard my old videos that were about this. But I used to have this really crazy all or nothing mindset. And wanting to go all in into something was the way to go about it. I thought that success meant that you needed to be hardcore, obsessive, that you needed to be extreme for you to get the results that you want. The other crazy part is that I did a YouTube video last year that was about not having balance in your life. And it's still there. If you want to go look at it, I'm going to link it right here. Basically, in that video, what I said is that you don't need a balanced life. You need to go extreme in certain periods and then go extreme in another area and in another area. And overall, if you look at your year, it will have been balanced. So that was kind of the mindset that I adopted. But I realized after a year of doing that type of protocol, it did not actually help me because I ended up burning out. I ended up losing inspiration. I ended up not feeling aligned anymore. So something was not working. And I feel so bad sometimes for giving the advice I'm on, but ultimately I hope that people like you have the discernment to realize that the goal of my YouTube channel is not to tell you what to do. It's to show that it's safe to try things. It's safe to invest in your personal growth and learn about yourself, and that it's okay to make mistakes. So for me, I made a mistake. I don't believe in that extreme mindset anymore. This year, I am able to live in the most aligned, peaceful, productive way because I have other parts of me that are balanced out. I started to notice that there were things in my life that are very important for me that I was neglecting way too much to achieve success. Here's the thing. You have to define what success means to you, because what does actually success mean? Because chasing success without defining it first is the fastest way to feel unfulfilled. And I think most of us, that's what we want. We want to feel fulfilled by life. We want to feel like we are living life to the fullest, deeply, that we love what we're doing. I think that's what most of us aspire to do. But the thing is, most people copy other people's blueprint to success. That's what I did. I would listen to like David Goggins. I would listen to these men. I don't know why I would listen to men and not women. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there's just a layer of complexity that men don't understand that women need. But anyway, that's another topic. But all I would do was listen to these men tell me how to achieve success when I realized that their life is actually not the type of life that I want. Maybe they want a specific dream car, dream body, dream lifestyle, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what I want. And there's no benefit in copying someone else's dream if that's not something that you actually truly desire. So you have to ask yourself, what do you actually want? And what does success mean to you? Because is success meaning that you are actually achieving the things that you desire? It could actually mean something else. Maybe success is freedom of time. Maybe success, it's mastery of a specific skill or career. Maybe success is peace and being a minimalist and needing less. So you have to define for yourself, what is success to you? Because if you're not careful, the world around you will always try to sell you a version of success that is louder than your own intuition. And that's a problem because it's the easiest time ever to actually be successful. It's the easiest time to feel fulfilled because we have so many opportunities to be creative, to be fully ourselves, to express ourselves, to connect with others. We are in the easiest time ever, but we're also in the hardest times because it's so easy to be manipulated. If you're not being mindful, you will have other people imprint their dreams onto you and you will be chasing something that you don't actually even want. And it's not like I don't believe in that extreme mindset at all anymore, because I do like the idea of being highly focused on something. But it doesn't have to be this 24/7 miserable period of my life that I have to be extremely dedicated, because that's just not working for me. I realize that. And maybe it will work for someone else. And maybe someone out there is like, well, if you want to, be extremely impactful and have the most influence and all that, you're going to have to sacrifice everything else and just put your mind to this one thing. But the thing is, for what I want in life, what I do outside of my career and building my brand and business is what fuels my business. It's what fuels my inspiration for the career and the impact I want to make. Me investing in my friendships, my real friends, or spending time on my personal growth, spending time for myself, trying new things, having real fun, like the fun that is energizing and fills my cup. Those things might seem like a waste of time, like someone like Alex Hormozi, but for me, it's what propels me forward. It's almost my juice, my fuel, my gas for my content, my ability to connect with others, my ability to make an impact, because I am fully living my life deeply, intentionally, and with full presence. And I get feedback from that, and I get inspired from that. So this huge shift was so important, because I realized that personal growth doesn't happen through isolation and being just focused on work and cutting everything off and neglecting everything that's important for me. Personal growth happens through my interactions with other people in the world and the environment around me. And personal growth is basically something that we all aspire to have. I think no one is born wanting to stay stagnant in life. I think it's human of us to want to evolve. And if you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we eventually want to self-actualize. We want to reach our potential, but most people don't even get themselves to tap into that desire and want to work to get there, because they numb themselves with social media, easy dopamine, junk food, alcohol, whatever. And success is so nuanced and so complex and has so many layers. And for me, a successful day might look so different than yours. There's a reason why there are no actual step-by-step that tells you exactly how to be successful. It's because it's so highly individual and it depends on so many factors that are unique to you. So my advice on how you should achieve success is by embarking on a journey of self-discovery. Know what works for you, know what drains you, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel energized, what makes you depleted. I know that for myself, when I have checklists and I have deadlines and I have accountability and I have a time crunch to do something, when I reduce the amount of time that I need to post something, when I challenge myself, I am the most productive. When I create these rules, when I create like this structure, like I'm in school, it helps me. When I'm busier, I'm more productive. So I try to schedule these things. I try to make myself busy so that I get my stuff done. And even my social time, I schedule that, because I know that when I'm social and I choose to be social, if I show up authentically and intentionally, I will get so much out of it, and it will fuel me for my other things. It will recharge me. It will inspire me. But that works for me. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's your approach. But what I'm saying is that you need to try things. You need to try things and fail, like I just did. Like I did that lone wolf mentality. I did monk mode. If you look at my old videos, you're going to see a bunch of advice like that I truly did believe it was the solution back in the day. And I tried it, and it usually helps initially until eventually it's not sustainable and it drains you and you feel like something's missing. And then that's when you start asking different questions and you get to learn more. So you're not going to be perfect on this journey of self-discovery, self-improvement, personal growth, all that stuff. It's not going to be perfect, but that's exactly why it's worth doing, because you get to learn so much about yourself. It's exciting because there's so much that you can discover and develop. You are capable of so much more than you can even imagine. I never knew that I needed God in my life. I never knew that I was missing faith in my life. And this year, it has been the most obvious thing that's been missing in my life. And it's changed everything. But I would have never gotten to this place if I wouldn't have tried things, if I wouldn't have read different books in the past about Eastern philosophies, about Buddhism, about any types of books that are about self-development. It all brought me to where I am today. So I hope that my mistake and my vulnerability here to show up and tell you that I was wrong and that I'm going to be wrong in the future as well, just inspires you to feel okay to get out of your comfort zone and to fail and to learn. It's okay. No one really cares. You won't even care that I actually did something like this, like I made a mistake. You actually wouldn't care. So why would anyone else care about your failures? Stop being in your own way. Stop getting in your own way of your own success. There's literally only you stopping you. So start discovering who are you meant to be and try things. Seriously, just try things. And if you're someone that needs structure on how to try different things, I host self-improvement challenges very often, every few weeks. They last about a month, and it's in the first link of my description. And if not, we challenge each other for personal growth by holding ourselves accountable, by sharing our goals, by sharing our progress. So check the community out. It's the first link in my description. On this note, thank you so much for listening and investing in your personal growth. You're going to do things differently than other people, and you're going to become built different. So be ready for that new life that's waiting for you, because it's the life of your dreams. All right. I love you so much, and I will see you very soon in a new video. Mwah.